Welcome back, students. In some of the topics we have done previously, we have learned a lot of verbs or words that show any action or state of being. We have also learned about modal auxiliaries, which are helping verbs that indicate certain moods as per the meaning of the sentence. Today, we will be learning more about words that tell us more about verbs. These words are used in sentences to show how, when, and where an action takes place. What are such words called? Since these words tell us more about verbs, they are called adverbs. In fact, an adverb tells us more about a verb, an adjective, even another adverb in the same sentence. As I told you earlier, it modifies the verb by telling us more about when, where, and how the action takes place. Let's see how adverbs are used in sentences. He ran slowly. He had gone outside. He arrived late. In the first example, the word slowly tells us about how the boy ran. It therefore modifies the verb ran and tells us more about it. Hence, slowly is an adverb in the sentence. Similarly, in the second and third examples, the words outside and late tell us more the place where he went and when he arrived. Since these two words also tell us more about the verbs had gone and arrived, they can be categorized as adverbs. Most adverbs are formed by adding the suffix ly to the adjective forms. There are quite a few adverbs that end with ly. You can easily identify these adverbs in sentences. For example, brave, bravely, happy, happily, quick, quickly, clear, clearly. Students, we will now be learning more about the types of adverbs. There are generally 5 types of adverbs. Let's have a look at these sentences and learn about these adverb types. He spoke softly. We know that the adverb here is softly. This adverb tells us the manner in which the man spoke. If we pose a question, how did the man speak? The adverb softly comes up as the answer. Such an adverb which answers the question how is categorized as adverbs of manner. Adverbs like sweetly, hardly, slowly, etc. can be other examples of adverb of manner. Let's move on to another type of adverb. In this sentence, please sit inside the car. The word inside tells us more about where the person needs to sit. Let's ask a question. Where should the person sit in the car? We get the answer, inside. Since the word tells us more about the place where the person should sit, the word inside is termed as an adverb of place. Words like everywhere, near, and up are other examples of adverbs of place. Let's move on to the next one. I met my friend yesterday. In this sentence, the word yesterday tells us more about when I met my friend. Hence, yesterday becomes an adverb of time. Other examples of adverb of time are early, now, afterwards, etc. Next, we will be talking about adverb of frequency. These girls are always talking. In this example, the word always tells us how often the girls talk and modifies the verb are talking. If we pose a question, how often are the girls talking? The answer is always. Hence, this term becomes an adverb of frequency. Similarly, adverbs like often, seldom, and rarely are also adverbs of frequency. The last type of adverb is the adverb of degree. These adverbs indicate the extent or degree of something. Read this sentence. The climate is extremely hot during summer. The adverb extremely tells us the extent of heat is high, and therefore the adverb extremely is an adverb of degree. Similarly, adverbs like almost, very, so, extremely, too, barely, heavily, strongly are also adverbs of degree. Let's revise. Adverbs of manner answer the question how. Adverbs of place answer the question where. Adverbs of time answer the question when. Adverbs of frequency answer the question how often. Adverbs of degree talk about the extent or degree of something. Students, you have now learnt about the definition and types of adverbs. However, you must also know where to place the adverb in a sentence. Let's go over a few rules related to the placement of adverbs in a sentence. The first rule is that the normal position of an adverb is usually at the end of a sentence in the order of manner, place, and time. Let's consider an example. He performed well in the singing competition last evening. We know the verb in the sentence is performed. How did he perform? Well, which becomes the adverb of manner. When did he perform? Last evening denotes time of action and therefore becomes adverb of time. Students, you will notice that the adverb is placed towards the end and the adverb of manner comes first and the adverb of time comes later. The second rule related to the position of adverbs is when verbs of movement are used in any sentence, the adverb of place comes immediately after the verb. This could be followed by adverb of manner and time. For example, she hopped away happily. Hopped is the verb in this sentence. Where did the girl hop? Away becomes the adverb of place, and this adverb is followed by how did she hop away? Happily, which becomes the adverb of manner. So, you will notice that the adverb of place is put immediately after the verb. The third rule is that when multiple adverbs are used in the same sentence, the adverb of place of time is usually placed at the beginning of the sentence. Read the sentence given on the screen. Today, the vehicles are moving slowly due to the heavy traffic. We know there are two adverbs in this sentence, today and slowly. The adverb of time, today, is placed at the start of the sentence, whereas the adverb of manner, slowly, appears later in the sentence. So, we know that adverbs of time can come either at beginning of the sentence or at the end, but never in the middle. Students, you have now learned all about this important part of speech called adverbs. You can now solve the related exercises on your own.